Hi, I'm Toki. I'm the host of Firebiz, and this is Business 100.
If you had to start from 0 followers today, how would you grow fastest?
Volume and consistency. I think nowadays with the algorithms, you have to post a lot and you have to post every day. So to really teach that algorithm that you're posting every day, really squeezing out maximum of the content you film. So just really don't overthink it. Don't wait for the content to be perfect. Don't wait for that perfect lighting. Just post it. And the more content you have, the more consistency you build, the faster you'll grow.
How do you come up with content ideas that actually resonate?
This will sound very cliche, but deep empathy, I think, is the way to go. I don't just think about the buyer persona, where they live, what they do. I think about their insecurities, their deep thoughts. What are their night thoughts? What is keeping them up at night? So, thinking about all of that and thinking what is going to make them stop or at least take them out of that bubble and really make them think and really resonate with my content.
What marketing tactics surprised you by actually working?
Ugly ads. I understand the psychological thinking behind it. It's very easy to make, it's chaotic, it stands out, but it's not something I would personally click on. But I've seen the data and it works.
How do you deal with procrastination when it hits you?
I look at the very core of why I'm procrastinating. For me, I'm usually very perfectionist and very have like a very high expectation of what I have to do. So that email has to be an amazing, most polished email I've ever written. So putting that stress away and putting that pressure away and asking myself to write the bare minimum horrendous email, but at least to write it helps me a lot. So I write, hi, this is the document, bye. So I write the most bare minimum and then I start actually working on it more. I start developing it more. But that initial step of actually starting it and doing it is the hardest one. So putting that pressure away helps a lot.
Unsexy productivity advice that works for you.
Putting that goddamn phone away.
What's your method for staying focused when everything competes for attention?
Honestly, sports help a lot. I feel like when you're doing sports and you have to bring yourself through that last mile and you have to finish that exercise, it takes a lot of mental capacity and like the discipline. And I feel like it's a muscle you have to train. And once you do that a lot in sports, you can also use it in your when you're working on something and when you're finishing that, I don't know, that horrendous Excel you don't want to work on. It's kind of the same muscle, the same discipline that brings you through it.
If someone asks you how to future proof their career, what would you tell them?
Stay curious and stay hungry. Because I feel like there's a new tool, a new framework coming out every day. And the moment you think, you know what, I'm good, I don't need to learn anything else, that's the moment you start falling behind.
What's the one non-obvious skill people should develop for career growth?
I think energy management is a skill you should really learn because your career, your whole work, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. So there's no point in doing hard lock-in work for 60 hours and then being brain dead for, I don't know, 2, 3 months after. So learning how to pace yourself, how to push yourself when it's needed, but then take a break in between.
What advice would you give to young people entering the workforce today?
Be delusional. And what I mean by it is that now the job market is brutal and it's so easy to get discouraged after the 30th rejection. And it's so easy to start being insecure and start questioning yourself. It personally took me around over 100 applications to get my first job after graduation. So be delusional